Why the system keeps you poor and how to break free. Since the day you were born, you've been unwittingly caught in a rigged system. A system meticulously designed to keep you financially disadvantaged, all while benefiting the rich and powerful. You may not have even noticed it, but it's been happening right in front of your eyes for years. The good news is that there's a way to break free from this cycle of mediocrity, but first, you need to understand who's behind it and how you got here in the first place. Your journey to prosperity begins with understanding how the system has been working against you. It all starts in the first 7 years of your life, a critical period where your brain operates in a lower state of frequency called beta. It's the same state of mind that allows children to have boundless imagination, the same state you're in when you're dreaming during deep sleep. This is your subconscious state of mind, and it runs a significant 95% of your life. During your early childhood years, your brain is almost entirely tuned to this state, which is why you often hear people say that their consciousness turns on at a certain point as they grow older. What this really means is that before that point, your life is primarily governed by your subconscious, influenced by the things you were exposed to during these formative years. As Aristotle famously said, "Give me a child until he is 7, and I will show you the man." This concept highlights how much the first 7 years of your life can shape who you are today. Think about the negative programming a young, malleable mind can undergo, witnessing parents struggling or fighting over money, or being told repeatedly that you can't afford certain things. These early experiences instill fear and scarcity around money in your subconscious, beliefs that can persist and hinder you later in life. This is one reason why the adage, "the rich get richer and the poor get poorer," holds true for many. The system that reinforces this cycle of poverty is deeply ingrained, and its roots run deep. The real programming begins around the age of 5 when you start school. The education system as we know it is only about 200 years old. Before that, formal education was expensive and reserved for the elites. Early public schools in the United States were not primarily focused on academics but rather on instilling virtues of family, religion, and community. As the Industrial Revolution gained momentum, the demand for a more skilled workforce grew, necessitating the need for universal public schooling. Frederick the Great, the King of Prussia, was the mastermind behind the Prussian education system back in the 1800s. His goal was to produce competent factory workers who would be obedient but not free thinkers and innovators. The Prussian education system was used to subdue and control populations that the Prussian army had invaded, with teachers literally acting as military workers to brainwash people with German values and strip away their cultural identities. In the United States, John D. Rockefeller, one of the most prominent entrepreneurs of his time, sought more employees for his businesses and created the General Education Board. He provided them with a substantial sum, which today would amount to over $4 billion, to fund the development of public schools. In 1918, this system was fully established, and it became compulsory for all children in the United States to go to school and follow this standardized curriculum. The primary aim of this system was to churn out compliant employees for the burgeoning industrial giants, conditioning them to be competent at operating machines and paperwork but not encouraging free thinking or creativity. The education system was designed to put you through an assembly line, creating a standardized, obedient workforce. The model itself resembles a factory, a term the system's architects openly use to describe it. At the heart of this system is the desire to diminish creativity and free thought, turning children into obedient workers with limited capacity to question why they are doing what they're doing. This system is designed to strip away the wild imagination that children possess and conform them into productive employees. Now, think about the stories you've encountered in movies or TV shows. The hero is often depicted as a humble, noble character with a secure corporate job, taking the safe route in life. In contrast, the wealthy individual is portrayed as greedy, corrupt, and evil, exploiting innocent people to further their own success. This kind of programming has shaped your perspective on success without you even realizing it. The American dream, as we know it today, has been marketed to us as the path to happiness. The image of owning a home, a fancy car, wearing stylish clothes, and eventually retiring rich has been sold to us. But this dream is, in my opinion, one of the biggest scams ever perpetuated. Originally, the American dream, coined by James Adams in 1931, was about creating a better, richer, and fuller life for everyone, regardless of their circumstances. Over time, however, the concept has been warped into a consumeristic trap that keeps you financially dependent and ultimately serves the interests of the powerful. For example, programs like the American Dream Down Payment Act, aimed at helping lower-income people and minorities afford their first homes, may seem noble at first glance. However, they often lead to high-interest rate loans that keep individuals locked in for 30 years, making it incredibly profitable for banks and the system as a whole. This scheme illustrates how the system is designed to keep you perpetually entangled in its web, serving its interests while you toil away, working for your whole life. The American dream may have been created with good intentions, but it has been hijacked and turned into a means of controlling and profiting from the masses. This warped perspective on success has led to a society where people feel stuck, unable to break free from the system's clutches. However, there's a way out of this rigged system. I've been through it myself, raised in a poor family, and subjected to the same programming as many others. But I managed to break free. Here's how I did it, and how you can do the same. To escape the confines of this system, you must begin by understanding that 95% of your life is governed by subconscious programming. Your thoughts, decisions, and actions are largely influenced by your subconscious beliefs. Only about 5% of your life is in a conscious, present state. To rewire your brain and break free from this cycle, you need to expose yourself to different inputs. Begin by dedicating at least 1 hour per day to reading or consuming content that makes you believe that you can become wealthy. Your subconscious learns through repetition, so it's crucial to feed it with the right inputs. Start consuming information that makes you feel like it's possible to achieve prosperity. Read books, watch videos, and listen to interviews with successful entrepreneurs. This will gradually alter your perspective on money and wealth, allowing you to reprogram your subconscious for success. One of the most powerful inputs that helped me break free was the book Unscripted. It shattered my old beliefs and made me genuinely believe that I could escape the system and achieve financial success. This book provides a deep dive into the topics discussed here, offering valuable insights to help you win the game. The last thing to remember is that it's you versus them. The system is designed to keep you trapped, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can escape. Remember that they can never take away what you've learned. Even if you're broke, having the right knowledge and in-demand skills can always help you recover and thrive. In conclusion, the system has been rigged to keep you poor, but you have the power to break free. Rewire your subconscious beliefs, feed your mind with empowering inputs, and arm yourself with the right knowledge and skills. The American dream, as it's sold to us, is not the path to true success and fulfillment. The real American dream is about breaking free from the system and achieving prosperity on your terms. Leave a comment below, describing your dream now.